Thank you for joining us at Geek Responsibly. This is the Halloween episode, so I hope it's super spooky. That's why it's dark in this room.
And it's also episode 17.
Yes! Welcome to 17. I remember when I was 17.
That was a long time ago. Actually, I just saw pictures of myself when I was 19, which made me think, wow, I peaked. It's like downhill from there.
Oh wait, that you got better? You aged?
No,
you got better with age?
I thought I looked pretty good, and then I saw my pictures at 19. I'm like, oh my god, look how young I was. And I never thought I'd see myself and go, oh my god, look how young I was. But I was like, oh, I look young. Like,
no, I've seen those pictures, and then I'm like, ew, why didn't anyone tell me I looked like this?
Why didn't no one tell me not to wear that?
I look like an ogre. Okay, so for being the Halloween episode, we are going to focus on all of our past Halloweens.
Yeah, to get everyone like in the mood for Halloween. That's tonight.
It's not tonight.
It's a Halloween episode.
Oh! Well, yes. I thought you meant like today is Halloween. Maybe I should release this on Halloween.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Probably won't even listen to it because they're going to be out trick-or-treating or terrorizing people.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Trick-or-treat first and then listen to it.
Yes.
I feel like we need spooky music in the background. Walter! I don't know why I said Walter. It just came out that way. It's fine. Yeah, so it's episode 17, fall, Halloween. So let's kind of like get into it. So what are...
Even though Bridget always makes fun of me for being super basic because I love pumpkin spice everything.
Yes. But I say it lovingly. Like,
it's just a taste I like.
You're so basic. It's a good thing.
I enjoyed it before the bitches enjoyed it. Bitches are basic. Jenna is
what's the song that now they didn't want me? Now they that one.
Back then they didn't want me. Yeah. Now hot they all want me. Back then.
That's the pumpkin spice flavor is saying that to everyone. That's what it is. And again, like I make fun of you about it, but like I enjoy the pumpkin stuff. I just don't get it because Mark doesn't like it. So I don't get pumpkin pie ever.
That's really sad.
It is sad.
That is sad.
The only pie I have to make is apple pie, which is great. I love apple pie, but I don't.
Speaking of apple pie, we just had some apple butter.
Yeah, we did.
So
legit. Because you went to the farmer's market to get it.
Yes. I went to the farmer's market. You want to show it?
I haven't had apple butter for years.
Woo!
This one. All natural.
Apple butter jeans, boots with the fur.
I haven't had apple butter in a long time. It's something that my mom would make a lot, and it took forever. It would take all day. And then I remember as an adult, I'm like, I'm going to make apple butter. And then I like looked up the recipe, and I'm like, no, I'm
Do you
not.
have like a shit ton of sugar and stuff?
No, it's not that. It's like you have to slow cook it for like 8 hours. And I just didn't want to do that. And my mom, when she used to make applesauce, did you have like the old like cranking mills? Oh, so it's this like industrial mill thingy that she'd put the apples in, and you just spend hours just cranking it out, and it would make applesauce because we'd have to bake them and stuff, and that shit took forever. So that's why I was like, oh, apple butter. I'm like, oh, it's like applesauce but worse. But I mean, like, it's good in flavor, but like actually preparing it was a lot more. So yeah, so you surprised me that you had it, and then I was like, I want it in my face. So
the best thing is that we had salsa before it, so now we had spicy salsa, and that's we cooled it off with some apple butter
and ginger tea. So salsa and ginger tea is how you do it.
Due to the fiery hot salsa, the apple butter, and Ritz crackers and tortilla chips, we need the ginger to soothe our stomachs.
Yeah, no, it's going to be bad aftermath for sure. Not looking forward to this.
Exactly. When are you going home?
But I mean, like, yeah, so Halloween, apple butter, fall, it's kind of that time of year. Didn't you just go to a pumpkin patch?
Yes.
How was it? Where'd you go?
I went to Schnepp Farms.
I've never been.
We should go
okay.
and peruse around because it was super fun. And it reminded me of, and this is so dumb, have you ever seen Rocko's Modern Life?
Yes.
So Rocco's Modern Life has this episode where they go to the fair and they keep like asking him to pay for things, and they like things keep breaking, or like the roller coasters don't work, or they like flip them up over on the roller coaster and like money falls out of their pockets, and then they like sweep up their money.
Like you're saying it and I see the scenes. I don't remember the episode, but I'm seeing the scenes play through my head.
It literally reminded me of that.
Why?
They have like a shitty petting zoo, and I felt so bad because like all the animals were in there.
Were they dusty?
And they were like super dusty. Some of them even had like holes in their head from other chickens pecking them.
Oh my god.
Like,
what?
Yeah, and like one of them like legit said, "Do not pet me," and all these people were like, "Oh, a cow!" And then they're like going up to it, and I'm like, "Dude, it says do not pet."
But it's in a petting zoo.
Right? And then there's this massive bull that's just like I saw bulls, like I felt like I did. This one is like the mountain in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
And he was like literally licking this other cow, and I'm like,
in the petting zoo.
Well, further back.
Okay.
Because it says do not touch the bull. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like that thing probably would charge and destroy
You're
this
like,
fence.
I'd rather stay like 10 feet away.
Well, and he was further away back in the like the pasture, so they didn't have him in like the petting zoo area.
Okay.
But I just pictured it being the mountain and his new wife.
Oh my god.
Because did you see the girl that he's with?
No.
I'll have to show you later. She's like
teeny tiny.
up to here on him.
Oh my god.
And I just felt like this bull was going to mount this cow, and it was over.
Oh.
And I'm like, we're going to be sitting here and we're going to be like, oh, petting zoo. Oh, balls!
Yeah.
Like, this thing is going to destroy this cow.
So you're just like sitting there going, I hope this doesn't happen because it's really, everyone's going to notice. Like,
well, all these kids,
like,
all
right
these families. It's on a Saturday.
So packed, I'm assuming.
It was packed, yeah.
Okay.
So then you go into the corn maze, and the corn maze was fun, but then you get to like the end of the corn maze.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, now where do I go? Like, it was really weird.
What do you mean? Like, do you have to go back where you came? Or do you, like,
No, we decided to go the other way and walk by where the train would be. So you'd have to go. And then they have, like, all these little, like, fake shops.
You're telling me it's, like, a weird corn maze, and you're saying there's dusty animals in the petting zoo. And you're talking about Rocco's Modern Life of them stealing your money. This doesn't sound like something I want to go to.
So I want to go because I want to get the succotash.
What's that?
It's a bunch of vegetables.
Okay.
In a bowl that are from their fresh garden.
Okay.
And like
so
chicken. So it is food.
Got it.
And I want to go for the cinnamon nuts.
So is it like
That's fall.
Is it?
And I got a pumpkin. Did you see my pumpkin outside?
I did, and I mentally noted it. I thought it looked awesome that you carved it.
No, I didn't. Well, I did half of it, and
Oh.
then I lost its whisker, and then Steve took over.
Were you just so emotionally distraught when you lost the whisker? You're like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Well, I tried putting like the paper over it, and then I like lost one of the whiskers, and I was like, help me.
Oh.
And then he was like, here. And then he just started going at it, so I put Layla's
what'd you do with the
Yoda costume on.
What'd you do with the seeds?
Made them. Baked those.
See, I really wanted to do that, and then Mark doesn't like pumpkins, and he doesn't like the seeds.
So then you eat them.
And he's like, well, maybe I'll paint it. I'm like, you can't paint the pumpkin. You need to carve it.
Yeah.
Like, then you can't put fire in it. Like, what's the point of painting it?
Exactly. I have a candle in it right now.
It's like, if you want to paint one, then get a fake thing. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of, like, boxes ticked that you need to have for fall. And it sounds like you did a lot of it, but it sounds like your experience was like it should be here, but it was lower.
Correct.
Like, did you go in with higher expectations, or did you go in with, like, no expectations?
I went in probably with, like, wanting to always go to Schnepp Farms every year for the past, like, 10 years. So I had, like...
So in your mind, you're like, this is going to be, like, Instagram. It's going to be, like, so many pumpkins. It's going to be amazing. Everything's going to be beautiful. But then you get there, and it's, like, dusty.
And dirty. And children. And
children.
Like... Yeah, there was a lot of kids. And then I was so kind of like upset because I got chili.
I was going to ask if it was
good. And the chili wasn't like my chili is bomb.
Yeah.
And then because they're making it for thousands of people because of the fucking kids that are there.
God forbid a fucking pumpkin fest thing.
Why bring your family? And then what's even better is they have this shitty roller coaster, and you can just hear it. It's like,
Ooh.
I'm like, that thing's going down. And then they had they had like these bees that you would fly. And then they have like the
like
swing.
the kitty stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like,
so it's like
all those kids can just go on those rides and die.
So it was like a kiddie carnival, but one of those pop-up carnivals that they build in a night in a parking lot. Yeah, those I don't trust. Because if you can build it in a night, I don't know.
They've had it there forever.
Yeah.
So they're just rested.
So do you think you'd go back?
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean...
For food.
Did you buy pumpkin from there?
Yes.
How much was it?
Well, so we thought it was going to be $25 for one of the big ones.
That's
which is
considered
a lot.
a big one?
Yeah, so they have the little ones.
Yeah.
And they have the medium-sized ones.
Yeah.
And then those are the bigger ones.
Okay.
And on the sign, it said $25.
Yeah.
So we're like, geez, like we paid to get in, and then you pay for your pumpkin.
How much are you paying to get in?
I think it's like $20 if you go to the door, $15 if you go to Fry's.
Wait. So $20 just to step foot on the property.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so if you do nothing else, you buy nothing else, you have to pay $20 to just look at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You at least
I'm not sold.
If you at least get a free petting zoo with a bowl.
Dusty animals with
but the
holes
bowl
in
wasn't.
their head.
The chicken had a hole in it.
So $20 to get in.
There was new pigs.
Let me get this. Hold on. $20 to get in. How much was the pumpkin actually?
It turned out to be, because we paid
less.
two.
Turned out to be less is what I'm hoping. Okay.
Yeah, it turned out we got 2 big ones.
Yeah.
And 2 little ones, or like medium-sized ones.
Okay.
Or like, actually, it was a little one because it fit in my palm, and it was really cute, and it had like this cute little thing stem.
Okay.
And so I was like, I must have him. And all 4 of them were 27.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
See, but the thing is growing up, I don't know where people got pumpkins.
The grocery store?
Yeah, but we grew them. My grandfather grew them on his farm.
Well, isn't that nice?
Fuck you. So anyway, I don't know where people would get like really big pumpkins, because I was telling Mark that I was like, I want to go get his stuff, but I don't know where the fuck to buy them from. And
they have huge pumpkins at the.
Well, I just assumed that there's got to be other places besides the grocery store to
get
them.
Schmidt Farms.
What about the people who open that random shit on the side of the road? And they're like, pumpkins! Or like they do the Christmas trees.
But that's not as fun.
Why? Okay.
Because you go there and you just pick a pumpkin. You're not going to the property, and then the property is big.
Yeah.
So you have to like walk around, and there's a little tiny town.
So worth
and then you
$50.
have ponies.
Was it worth the $50? Because you had like the $20 to get in, and then $27 to get the pumpkins. Like, regardless, you had a good time, right?
I was there for like 3 or 4 hours.
Damn.
So I mean, you break that up.
Outside of the dusty animals, you actually had a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figuring out. I'm like, did you like it? Did you not like it?
So the reason why I say this is you have to go with somebody you want to go with.
Okay.
Because it's going to be an adventure.
Okay.
And the adventure depends on who you go with.
All right.
Because like you and I could get lost in a corn maze.
That's
and we
true.
would like joke and be like down in the corn, like, oh shit. Like I was knocked down over my ginger tea. You're like fucking army crawling through the corn maze, like trying to save ourselves when we could just like turn one corner and we'd be out.
Here's the thing. I've got some issues with cornfields. One,
I liked it because I could pick up the corn. And I was like, oh, look at this. This is actual corn. So I put one in my purse.
You stole corn?
Well, I was about to, and then Steve chucked it because he wanted to see if it would explode.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, so...
But I did get some corn from there.
So, my grandfather had a farm, so we had the pumpkins. But we also, every year, had to grow our own corn. So it's very much work for me going through a corn thing, because I had to weed it every fucking summer. So that's like, if I'm in there, I'm like, fucking all these weeds, I feel like I'd start working and start like weeding that shit. And
Where did Bridget go?
Yeah.
She's over in the corner weeding your corn maze.
Yeah, I'd be husking that shit. Because when we had it was like, we called it the harvest, because I was an idiot. So we called it the harvest, and it was me and my cousins, and we'd go and we'd start picking all the corn, husking it, and feeding it to the cows, and then inside everyone's like blanching it and cutting it for freezing. Yep. So one, it would be I would start working. So you'd be like army crawling using your imagination, and I'd be like, mother, look at all these weeds. And then 2, the movie signs. And I lived across from a cornfield.
Yes.
And I am not a huge fan as like an adult. Like I don't know if it's during the day, probably fine.
It was during the daylight.
Okay, because at night I think I would lose my shit. I think I would just flat out lose my shit.
I think there was actually a picture that I took. Bark, bark, chicken, chicken.
I feel like
bark, chicken head.
I feel like we'd start taking random pictures there, and I would do like the pictures of like in signs when that thing walks out during that kid's birthday party. I would be doing that, like Bigfooting it, like it's like what
Wait, the alien?
What? Yeah, like what is it? Yeah,
Huh.
like oh my god. But yeah, I mean, I think there's some fun stuff with fall, and it's funny that you mentioned the corn because it kind of
that's the corn maze.
It's pretty, but it segues to like the fear I have, like
That's
irrational fear of a corn
all the
maze.
pumpkins. So if you guys go onto my Instagram and go to things I love, you'll see the pumpkins.
You'll see pumpkins because she loves pumpkins and corn.
And corn, yes. Everything that's basic and fall. Well, besides all that, yes, you should go. Yes, you should go with me because I kept like segueing saying you need to go with someone you would have fun with.
Not my husband, but Jenna, which is not untrue. It's
But we would have, like, while I was there, I was like, oh my god, I gotta show this to Bridget. Oh my god, I gotta show this to Bridget. Like, that's all I thought about.
I'll have to go because I've never been. Isn't it? It's across from the olive mill, right?
Yes.
Which
So,
I've never been to that either. Either.
oh my god, we have to go. They have the
She
best.
looks at me like I'm like I don't know. You look at me like really.
How? How? They have the best olive oil.
Because it's
cupcakes.
45 minutes away. That's how.
You gotta learn how to drive.
I do
I'll
drive. The only time
I'll drive you.
The only time.
I'll drive you.
The only time I've been out there is when I'm working.
Yeah, that's dumb.
You're dumb.
And we're not taking Ellsworth. I found a new way. Anywho, so best Halloween memory for you.
Halloween memory for me.
Making Christmas.
Trick-or-treating with my sisters.
That is a good one.
I think, I don't remember when I stopped, but I did really enjoy doing that when we were younger. I liked how trick-or-treating with my sisters is probably my favorite.
Now, we talked about this before, but for the listeners and the viewers, what did you utilize to put your candy in?
So you had the classic.
Yes.
Because I don't think I did.
What?
I don't think I did pillowcases.
Really?
I really don't think I did. I don't know what we had. I know I had pails at some point, but I don't remember if I had a pillowcase or not.
That's so sad.
I remember having like a knapsack kind of thing for some of them, but I don't know if it was my pillowcase.
I almost filled like the pillowcase up and had to go get a brand new one.
Oh my god, that's a good haul.
Yeah.
Ooh, best haul. Best haul you had.
That was probably when I was maybe in 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, not too young, but like right when you're like there.
Because you get it and you understand, like, okay, I gotta get candy.
You understand, like, the economy of it. And like, okay, well, if I get all this candy, then I can make it last this long. Because I think I had mine for like months after.
Yeah.
And I used to shove it, so I had, dude, listen to this. So we had bunk beds and we split them. So
Why? More room for activities if they're connected.
We ended up splitting them, and we got these beds that have drawers on the bottom, because that was all the rage back then. And we also had the shelves as the headboard. So I would put all my candy like in the shelves behind my headboard. So then if I'm like sleeping, I'd wake up and just like move the pillow and like just have candy straight to my face. Like it was just right there. I was also very big when I was younger, so that was probably why. But I feel like I had a couple.
That's why we're Tank and Bruiser.
I know. I feel like we had really good hauls around 5th or 6th grade. Did you pool your candy with siblings, or did you not?
So pool, as in you put it on, like, in the ground next to each other, and then do you, like, share pieces? Or, like, go, oh, I hate this.
Put it in the ground next. You dump that shit on the fucking kitchen table.
No, we would do it on the carpet because the kitchen table wouldn't hold all of our candy.
So yeah, you kind of, everyone just brings in what they got, and then brings in their haul,
then
and then you kind of pick what you want and kind of like divvy it up. Like a huge, like here's our treasure haul, and you kind of pick what you need, and then you can barter of like what you want.
So bartering we did.
Okay.
But like, this is mine, that's yours. I don't like these. I like these.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think my sisters and I did that either. Like, I think it was one of these, like, here's my pile. We can kind of barter between, but I don't think we ever, like, pooled it in. I think we would have had a smarter idea if we did, but we ended up kind of like, no, I want all these and you can have that. But what was your favorite candy to have? And then what was the one that, like, your siblings didn't want that you always wanted? Like, did you try to play them to try to get the candy?
The ones that we never wanted were those damn Almond Joys. Now I love them.
Oh, I love Almond Joys.
Yeah, but when I was younger, I was like, ugh, coconut. What the hell? And then
candy corn.
I hate candy corn.
I hate candy corn.
What? Candy corn is not even candy.
I don't even know why it
It's
got
plastic.
in there. It got in there every year.
Yeah, it's plastic.
Ugh, candy corn. No, I didn't mind.
I like
Nerds.
Snickers. I love Nerds.
Oh,
Snickers were my favorite, and Milky Way, but I can only have a certain amount of Milky Way. Snickers was where it's at.
Snickers all day, every day, and I think it went from Snickers to Twix, because Twix was my jam.
Yeah.
And then I
would
always
go for
got stuck
Twix.
with a ton of Smarties and Nerds. And I didn't do the
I
whole
like
blow pop shit of Dum Dums. I was like,
Well, I did the blow pops.
I did the blow.
I did the blow pops. That's how I get my skills. But it just irritates me that after you're done, this
What?
is just not going proper. So after you're done eating the blow pop,
Yeah.
you get the gum, and then it's like 10 seconds, and it's already like
Yeah.
disgusting
Like
unflavored.
What's it called? It's the chalky pink bubble gum that comes in double
bubble.
So it's like double bubble. You get what, a couple chews out of it, and then you're done.
Yeah.
But the thing is you have to go through the fucking
Sucker, and it
sucker,
rips you
and
up.
then it rips you up, and it gets stuck in your teeth, and then you're trying to like get the gum, and you're thinking you're probably pulling your cavities out. Like at least
Same with Tootsie Pops.
they still, when we order stuff for the office, they'll send stuff like that to us, and I'll eat it. But every time they send one, like the chocolate one, like the Tootsie Roll, like no one eats it. No one ever eats it.
The Tootsie Pops?
The Tootsie Pops.
Oh my gosh, those were my favorite.
Oh, well, I'll give them to you then, because it's like candy corn. I hate Tootsie Rolls. I'm not a fan of Tootsie Rolls at all. Licorice.
My
no.
sister had this Tootsie Roll chapstick, and I totally ate it because I thought it was a Tootsie Roll.
Did you really? You ate chapstick? Oh my god.
I ate the chapstick.
Hey,
Hey, what was your worst Halloween memory?
I'm trying to think. I don't really know if I had one. Worst one would probably be, I think it rained one year.
Oh.
So we were trying to trick or treat when it was raining. So we got my mom's van, because my mom had the van with a sliding door that you slide. Get out! Yeah, the A-team door. So it was like that, and we had, oh yeah! So, and I didn't have like a raincoat, so we had garbage bags that we had to like pop your hands through. So, and your head, so you like pop your head. So we were wearing black garbage bags over our stuff. So that was probably the worst Halloween. It was raining, garbage bag. I also had, I bought a giant like silicone werewolf mask head thing, and I don't know, I was the big bad wolf, but I wore a leather jacket, and dude. So I was like a biker with a giant wolf face. And it was like 90 degrees out. It was so hot. And I think I tried to put makeup on my face. I'm not sure. But I kept having to like take it off. I'm like trying to breathe. So that one was pretty bad. And when it rained.
I would say that it would be close to also being scared and pranked. One of my friends wanted, well, there's two different times. So one of them, we went to a haunted house, and terrifying. I fucking hate anything haunted houses or things that pop out. So we went through this stupid haunted house, and it took forever, and I was just like terrified, like squeezing onto the people that we were with. And then right at the end, there's like this room, and it's a kitchen, and it's super bright and like creepy. And I'm like, you're like looking, you're like, oh my god, that door's gonna open. I know that door's gonna open.
So wait, it wasn't like dark, like it was like fully lit.
That last room.
Fully lit kitchen.
Fully lit kitchen.
Okay.
And it's like, but like, it's
odd
weird.
Choice.
It's weird, like fluorescent. Like so you can't really see everything.
Okay.
And it's like kind of smoky.
All right.
So you're like, and I'm like, I swear that door is moving. So I'm like looking at this door because I'm like, finally, I've got you. I'm not going to be scared.
Yeah.
Motherfucker comes behind me with a chainsaw. I'm like, ah, and I like scream and I run out and he nips the back of my leg.
Oh my god.
But it's like not a real chainsaw.
Obviously.
So, and then I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, I'm dying. Oh my god. And then I was like, I'm never going there again. Pretty sure I probably peed in my pants.
I think, oh my god. I can see that being a worse Halloween memory.
Well, and then a couple of my friends were into the whole, like, obviously we get into that part where we're like, gotta do a Ouija board on Halloween.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
dumb.
yeah, don't.
Well, so they wanted to do that, and then we went to this, there's like a couple of houses in Sheboygan where they had like stories of this guy killing his family, and then there's blood like on the stop sign. So then we're like looking at all these scary things, and then we went to another town by Sheboygan, and they were like, we're gonna go up to the farmhouse, and I'm like, fuck that, I'm staying in the car, I'm just staying here.
What time of day or night?
This is night. Yeah, this is night at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
No.
So I'm sitting there in the driveway, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like in the car. I'm like, okay, what do I do? Like, I'm in the car. Yeah, you always stay in the car. I'm like, what do I do if you watch a scary movie? You never leave the house or do anything. So I'm sitting there in the car, and I'm like looking, and I swear to God, I see like a ghost figure, like at a specific point in the farmhouse that they're like going up to. And then, so I'm like, okay, so like I'll hide underneath the I went underneath like where the back seat is. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I'm underneath the back seat.
Wait.
It's okay.
Were you down where the feet go? Where your feet go in the back seat? Like on the floor?
No, I was just laying on the sheets.
Okay.
So, or like the
seat.
Seat. Yeah. So I'm like sitting on the seat. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't sit here. What happens if it's, like, on the sides of me? So I'm like, okay, like, like, I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what do I do? Oh, my gosh. And then all I see are two figures running, and I'm just like...
in your mind, you've already messed it. Like, you're already done.
Yeah, I'm already over it. I'm, like, so done. And it's the two people that I was with. Yeah. And they're, like, trying to open the door, and, like, the doors aren't opening. I'm like, it was just, like, one of those back up, drive away. And they're like, oh my god, did you see that? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, nope. Like, I sure hope not. I thought I saw like a woman figure by the farmhouse. I'm like, no. Terrified. I hate anything with scary stuff.
I don't like being scared or pranked, but I never have any of that stuff happen to me actually on Halloween. Like the scary shit that happens to me is just random throughout the fucking year. It's never exactly on Halloween, which sucks. I don't enjoy being scared unless it's like the second where it's like, if you're standing behind the door because you're about to leave and I open the door and I freak out because you're just standing there, but it's like a split second and you start laughing, I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with the whole, being scared sitting in the car and like it feels like it's an eternity of that. Like I'm just not a fan. I don't like watching scary movies unless it's in broad daylight. Like, cause I can't, I will get into my own head. I don't know what I was watching. I remember watching something scary in my house, and back home growing up, I had like a half basement. Mm-hmm. So it was sunken. So I have an irrational fear of stairs as well. Because I remember, dude, it's fucking weird. So there's something I was watching, but then I was like going upstairs, and I kept imagining that there were Doberman pinchers. Pinchers.
What a random dog.
So I don't know if I was watching Cujo or something. Maybe it was like
Pet Cemetery?
Maybe. But so that I had that they were chasing me up the stairs. So I'm like running up the stairs, and it's when you're hitting all the lights as you go. Yep. Right? And then you're also like hitting them off as you go. So you're like, pah, I'm safe as long as I'm in the light and not in the ground or not in the darkness. So like when you get to your bedroom, you're like, okay, I need to like hit the switch and get from here to the bed without touching the floor. Yep. So you like hit the switch and fucking leap and go for it. But the thing is I had that happen and then it was continual. So anytime I was downstairs and it was super late at night, when I was finally going up the stairs, I always thought I'd have that feeling something's chasing me. So I always would just haul ass up the stairs. I'm sure I woke everyone up.
You probably had a ghost.
I don't know. Don't
a ghost
fucking
dog.
Tell me that. No.
That would always do that. It's the same pattern. Creepy.
Yeah, I always run upstairs and run if I'm shining lights off. Yeah. What? We watched it. And then...
Was it the new one?
Yeah.
Oh, why does he gyrate?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I closed my eyes through most of that whole movie.
Mine was like just looking through.
I always like look like this, or
I
like
can't.
a blanket. So Insidious is one of my favorite movie series for scary movies because of the storylines. They're really good, but they're terrifying. You should definitely watch him.
My favorites for movies, like scary movies, is Army of Darkness, Evil Dead. Campy. I like campy. I like Pumpkinhead because it's ridiculous. Like, that's fine. And he's like throwing people off of ceilings or buildings. I'm fine with that kind of stuff. I don't like it when it's like demonic possession, any of that kind of stuff. It's like weirdly, just for some reason, I'm like, if I always tell everyone, I'm like, it hits too close to home. I don't like it. Not like I've ever been demonically possessed, but I just don't. I don't like it at all.
You're just saying that it could be technically true.
Well, that's also why I don't like the movie Fire in the Sky. I will never.
What's Fire in the Sky?
Alien movie.
Oh, no. Independence Day got me.
Really? Fire in the Sky is based off of the abduction that happened here, or like New Mexico or something, whatever, like here. And now that I live here and I know that, I'm like, that's even worse. So anyway, it's about the abduction, like people were getting abducted, and I don't remember actually watching this movie. I remember seeing the cover, like on the VHS.
God.
And I remember, so this is the part that sucks, is my sister would record music videos on MTV. And for some reason, someone recorded Fire in the Sky. So I only remember a minute of watching I'll Be There For You, the Friends music video, and then it fucking cuts to Fire in the Sky of this guy like getting, like he's being experimented on, he's getting stuff shoved into his mouth. So like that's all I know. It's very traumatic. And because of that, I will never watch that movie.
Did you ever watch Centipede?
I scrubbed through it. But I don't think I ever want to watch it from start to finish.
Yeah,
I'm like, ugh, the Human Centipede?
Yeah. I don't think I could either.
There's something,
I only scrubbed through it as well.
There was like some like one I scrubbed through and it was like an Asian girl with piano wire and she's like cutting stuff off. I saw some Saw, like Saw 1 was interesting. Like it's hard for me. Like I almost feel like the gory stuff is almost easier than the PG-13 stuff. Mm-hmm. Like rated R you can almost sit through. But then the PG, like, mind-effing ones, those ones are, like, white noise. That shit's, like, crazy as shit.
I remember white noise.
I remember the end. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so
same with,
good.
like, what's that one with the ring? That one was terrifying.
The only part of the ring that got me was the fucking closet.
Me too!
I was like, fuck this, fuck that. Fuck you. No, it was bad. And it's like, just because it moved. Like, yeah. No, like, I can't. The Ring, I saw Drag Me to Hell.
So, one of my favorite, we'll just go into one of my favorite movies.
Okay,
we'll go into favorite movies.
We're here already.
Is
this like a must-have? Would you recommend this?
I would recommend this movie. So
like for Halloween.
I would even just recommend it
in general.
Anytime.
Okay.
I mean, it isn't a Halloween movie like Hocus Pocus. Like, obviously, that's a no-brainer.
I haven't seen that
you have to have Hocus Pocus.
I haven't seen it forever.
Yeah. I'm going to be watching it, like, this weekend. Hocus Pocus, all night.
With pumpkin spice?
All day.
And chili.
Every day. Oh, this sounds amazing. You know what? I'm going to take a picture of myself in a scarf.
Yes.
With a hat.
Yes.
In a suit.
I have one with me. I have a hat with me. Hold on, I'm gonna get fall. Continue.
Fall. I'm gonna get fall.
I'm gonna get fucking fall right now.
So, I'm gonna be sitting on the couch with chili, with holding a pumpkin spice latte next to me, and I'm gonna have.
You're gonna be so sick.
I'm gonna have a picture taken. I'm gonna send it to you and be like, "I'm falling, bitch." That's awesome. That's a good hat.
Oh my god, we look like the people from the Strange Life thing.
I love Life is Strange.
Yeah. What?
That's amazing.
I just looked at it like, wait a minute.
Only the girl has blue hair is the one with the cap. But
I think that's like,
we'll go backwards.
That's crazy. What?
Look at that. There we go. It's
yeah, I love
Life is Strange.
I went full fall. I've never played it. I just know the character.
Oh, you'll have to
and
play
you keep
it.
telling me it's amazing. I have it from because I got it for free on the PS Plus, and I just haven't had time and chance to play it.
A Trime.
So what? I'm sorry, I was following it up. What movie is the one? Like, is the recommendation? Recommending.
I believe it is called. I don't remember now. Evil Within Us. No, that's a video game.
It's a video game. By the by, while you think about it, I was at Best Buy and I fucking saw The Cat's Eye. They had it on DVD. That fucking Cat's Eye one I showed you about the stealing breath.
What
I was
the
like,
fuck?
Yeah, man. I saw it and I was like, whoa,
I think it's called The Devil Within.
The Devil Within?
I believe so. Now I'm going to have to look it up.
Do you remember The Ninth Gate?
That sounds really familiar.
With Johnny Depp, I think. And it was like them opening gates. She's Googling it to see if we can find it.
Johnny Depp?
Who did I say? I said Johnny Depp. Yeah, it was like The Ninth Gate, I think. Johnny Depp? I don't know. The Ninth Gate, I'm trying to think. As far as campy, my go-to would be Army of Darkness. Or Evil Dead Army of Darkness. As far as like scary.
Well, they changed. What is the other one that they just redid and it was super terrifying?
I heard Hereditary is really terrifying.
I heard that Halloween is amazing.
The new one?
Yeah.
I don't know. The trailer was kind of turning me off.
I heard it was by like 6 different people already. They've said it's amazing. So anywho, Eric Bana is in it. So let me see if I... What?
He was the Hulk for one of the movies.
Oh, was he?
FYI.
Little piece of known fact in that one.
I don't know what it is.
Where is it? Why do they have it all?
Deliver
Us from Evil.
Never heard of that.
It is so freaking good. Remind me, I'll show you the trailer.
Okay.
It is probably the best.
I feel like I need to write this down. Like, I feel like I should sit down and try to watch this stuff on Halloween.
Like, it's not even, like, scary.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a great...
Like,
and Olivia Munn is
like
in it.
A great thriller kind of thing.
Yeah. So it is another demonic possession, but it was probably the best done demonic possession I've ever seen. Okay. So I saw, what's that one that everybody was all like, oh, Conjuring. Conjuring was terrifying up until the end, and you see the demonic possession or whatever, and you're like, what the fuck? I think she was like going like this even.
Okay.
And I'm like... I hate when they do that. Same with like Signs. All of a sudden you see him and he's all like, da-da-da-da.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's scary. I
terrifying when you're under the the door.
No,
and you see them and you're like, ugh. But when they walk past,
I got scared when they saw it at the kid's birthday party because I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it at all. And then I think everyone had a spoiler with the water that ended up being like where it killed it for everyone else.
Because all of a sudden you're like,
and then the baseball bat.
Yeah,
I was like, all right. I think I was at a drive-in and it was playing behind us and we were watching Triple X. But like I kept seeing like, oh, what's that? I'm like, no. Like, I'm just gonna watch this horrific movie in front of me and ignore the aliens behind me.
That sounds amazing.
I heard Hereditary is really good. I don't know what it's about. One of my friends who loves scary movies was telling me about it and I was like, ugh, that's really hard for me. And then I was hearing that Netflix show, House.
Yeah, The Haunting of Hill or something of that nature.
Yeah, I keep hearing it's really good. I haven't even attempted it yet.
I haven't attempted it because it's always at night and I don't want to watch it.
Ooh,
but I heard it was really good.
Storm of the Century. Have you seen that? You need to watch Storm of the Century. The only thing I can remember is a quote. It's like, "Give me what I want, and I will go away." Like I think it's a Stephen King. It was interesting. I remember watching it in the daytime, and it's long. It's like a mini series. I think it was a sci-fi mini series. But there was like the mist fog. What Lies Beneath? Fuck that movie. I had to watch.
That sounds really familiar.
I had to fucking watch that and finish it in the daylight. Like and people who probably have listened to this or who listen to this and watched it, they're like, "Are you fucking serious, Bridget?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude. What Lies Beneath?" That's just.
What is that one about?
Something about, like, it's this dude and, like, his wife had died, and then I think it's, like, this new girl who's, like, gonna marry him, and there's, like, shit happening, so I think it's kind of like a haunting kind of thing. It took me a while to finish it. I was not happy about it.
So, let us know what your favorite scary movies are, because we will probably not watch them.
No, you know what? I think I would. Like, I would like to find out what you guys recommend, and it doesn't
How
have
about
to be...
the Babadook? Have you ever watched that one?
If it's any...
Babadook.
I did not, but the thing that still scares me, I think, is the Mothman prophecies.
Oh.
But I think I'm actually mixing it up with what the Babadook is, because there is that thing that you would... It's something like on the Jersey side, like if you're driving and it would like come at you when you're driving.
No. Babadook doesn't do that.
Might have been Mothman prophecies, but I remember talking to a friend about it here when I was in college, and I had to pull over because I was about to cry because I was so scared. Like I ruined my psyche just talking about it.
Now, when you were a child, did you ever want to watch scary movies despite what your parents or anybody said?
I don't think so. I think I was more like wanting... I don't remember my parents really telling me there was anything I shouldn't watch, and if it was something I shouldn't watch, it was mostly like sexual. Like it was like it took a while to finally watch Dirty Dancing. I was like, ooh, what are these feelings? Like it was stuff like that.
What? My parents told me I couldn't watch any, because my mom would go to Blockbuster all the time.
Okay.
Like my family, like
Oh, Blockbuster was the shit. You get your candy there.
Candy. I would get video games there for my PS2.
Oh,
when they had all the rental.
When did you start playing again? Because I was like I want to say 12 when I started playing.
So my video game lineage, would be I started with a Game Boy. Most of it was Pokemon.
Yeah.
Switched over from blue and red to yellow. Then I went into, real nerd, got a Game Boy Color, got Zelda, all that shit.
Which I think I still have your Game Boy Color.
Oh, you do?
I might.
No way!
I think I do.
I kind of want to play it now.
I think you gave it to me. I don't know if it doesn't work or not, but I think I might have it somewhere.
You just put batteries in it.
I did have batteries in it, but it was like... I'll have to look and see if I still have it.
You gotta blow in it.
You're
blowing the cartridge.
You'd given it to me like years ago, but I don't know if I still have it. But I'll look.
That would be awesome because I remember there was a ton of games with it too. Then I switched over to The Sims. So I was playing the PC for a little bit, and then I think about middle school age, so around like 10 to 12, I started playing PS2 with Crash Bandicoot. Oh, and N64. So I was playing Banjo-Kazooie.
You rent, because I if you want to talk about something parents didn't let me do, is I don't think they ever let me rent video games.
Really?
No, I mean, because I think I bought stuff, but I don't remember renting.
Harry Potter, the Sorcerer's Stone, on the PS2 until like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my god!
I was like, gonna fucking finish this game. I'm a wizard, Harry.
I think I did like heavy research, but I don't think I ever rented it. So you went to Blockbuster, so that's where you're renting your games. So what things were they telling you not to see?
So for Halloween, they would have all those displays, and I was like, oh, I want to watch The Exorcist. My mom was like, no, you're not watching The Exorcist. You're not old enough, blah, blah, blah. So they'd always tell me, like, oh, if it was mature or 17 over, blah, 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 I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
So freshman year of high school, I was over at a friend's house, and we were sitting in their room, and the TV was on, and I was like, oh, it's The Exorcist. So it's like daylight. Yeah. Not a big deal. And I was like, my parents would never let me watch this. And then I sat there, and I'm like, this is garbage. Like... And then I think that's where my, like, I hate possessions.
Because it was just, like, not...
Yeah,
you
like
were expecting better.
Yeah, I want it to be scarier. Then they brought out, like, obviously, like, later on, there was The Conjuring, which was freaking terrifying up until the end. And then, you know, like, I think there was a couple other ones. The Evil Within. Isn't there one? Why do I keep saying The Evil Within Us? There's not a movie. What's the
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I've never seen it, but I heard it's terrifying.
No,
I don't do clowns.
It's not. It's so fucking ridiculous.
I don't do clowns.
Their heads are gigantic, and it's like so stupid. No, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and then I was thinking of what's it called? Leprechaun.
You know what? I never saw that.
Oh, it's fucking. There's something. I think
Isn't Jennifer Aniston?
Jennifer Aniston's in it, and there's like a scene where they have to like reach their hand in a bush.
Nope.
And I'm like, no. Leprechaun I didn't like, and then there was a movie that was I get kind of scared of Neverending Story. Gomorrah is pretty terrifying.
Actually, a lot of those older movies are terrifying. Yeah. The Dark Crystal, Labyrinth.
Oh, the Skeksis. They're scary. I don't like the Labyrinth, and I don't like that fucking worm. I do not like it. What does he say? He's like, it's this way. I fucking hate that thing. It's so gross looking.
They all are. Those movies are dumb.
But they're fun. They're doing there's going to be like a puppet thing coming out soon.
No!
No. It's like a behind the scenes, and it's going for the people who, it's talking about the actors that play the puppets.
Oh, okay.
That Christina McConnelly, the people who play on that are going to be on there. Like the mummy cat and stuff. But, no, I agree. Like, Dark Crystal, when they're sucking their life out of the things.
No.
And its eyes are just like that shit's creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
But I would totally wear a Skeksis costume and own it. Like,
so,
that shit would be amazing.
Speaking of costumes, now that we're going on to that, what would be your costume right now if you could do it?
I don't know. There's so many ideas. Honestly, Captain America. So I already have the shield.
Nice.
If I could have the helmet and I could have like the suit that I'd wear, it'd be Captain America. I have the Wonder Woman tiara, but I was like, I'd rather be Cap. But I always wanted to cosplay / Halloween Dr. fucking Fate, man.
That would be cool.
I love that helmet, and there's this part in the animated series, I think maybe it was Young Justice, where Zatanna ends up putting the helmet on, so it's a female Dr. Fate. And ever since I saw that, I was like, oh, that'd be so cool to be that person and to have the helmet. What costume would you be right now?
I don't know. Like, everybody always keeps telling me that I need to be a unicorn or a mermaid.
Because of your hair?
Yeah.
Don't let them pigeonhole you.
So then...
Be whatever you want.
I know. So then I found this other person, I think it's from Overwatch, that had blue hair. I'll have to double check, because maybe it's not.
Not Jinx. Well, the one with the shark cannon. Because there's a shark cannon, there's a Jinx. Otherwise, Overwatch might be...
might not be Overwatch.
Not Diva. Because there's like a hack. It's probably League of Legends. I think it's Jinx.
She's got long hair and she's wearing a yellow jumpsuit.
Is her hair braided in blue?
I'll see if I can find it.
Because I want to say there's a blue hair character in League of Legends. You could go as an Ice Queen.
An Ice Queen? That's actually a good idea.
You could be Shiva from Final Fantasy and just like do blue and like ice.
Shiva reminds me of The League. Have you ever seen The League?
Forever ago.
When they were like, Shiva, Kamini.
Yes, because it's the football league, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I can never get that. Speaking of me being a young kid.
Oh god. The other thing I thought that would be funny is if I made Mark and I dress up as Prince Harry and Princess Meghan.
Meghan Markle.
Because he's a ginger and I thought it'd be funny. But then I wanted to dress him up as Rick Astley. Because I thought that would be brilliant. But I don't know. I think Captain America would be my first.
Couples
would be fun.
That would be fun.
He dressed up as Princess Leia once and wore like a dress to work.
Oh my god, that is hilarious.
So they have this thing at work and it's like You Barely Tried award. So he had one where we glued bread to his shirt. So then he was the gingerbread man because he's a redhead.
Can you this time just... my favorite was always the chickens.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the Barbie dolls, and they would like put them on and then be a chick magnet.
Yeah, I saw that one. Our buddy, our one friend Graham went, and he's African American. He just stuck mail to him, so he's blackmail. So a lot of them do like that kind of stuff. Like, so I don't know if it'd be something where you go and you do that, because I did see some people do their green sweatshirts, and they put like what are they called? It's like the steel, and it has like the little fiber on it. And you bend it. Oh my god, you know what I'm talking about though. So it's like when you're crafting as a kid.
Needle crochet.
No. We should do a show when I have to explain something, you have to figure out what it is.
Okay.
We'll call it Bridget Explains It. And then you're gonna be like, I have to guess whatever it is.
Bridget explains it all?
Yeah, trying to like figure out what the fuck I'm trying to say. Okay. Let me put you in the mindset. Craft paper. And then those fucking sticks, those metal sticks.
I got you.
With the little, like, they're soft. And you would bend them, and you can bend to make, like, antennas. I don't know what they're called.
You know what? I don't know what they're called either.
Oh, my God. What are they called?
But they're those fuzzy things, and they have metal inside of
it. Oh, my God. What the hell is that called? It's going to
start with a T, doesn't it?
No. Oh no, that's gonna sit.
It's not twine.
That's gonna sit. That's gonna sit and burn, is what that is. Oh my god.
How do you Google this? Felt? No, it's not felt.
It's called something. Metal fuzzy metal fuzzy sticks. Metal fuzzy sticks. Metal fuzzy, yeah. It's gotta be
metal fuzzy sticks. They literally are called fuzzy sticks.
What are they called?
It says fuzzy sticks.
They can't be. They had to be called something else when we were growing up.
When we were growing up, they were actually something with a name. Pipe cleaners.
Pipe cleaners. Oh, my brain. Fucking pipe cleaners. And
fuzzy pipe cleaner sticks.
I don't even know where I was going with that.
You were making it with a costume. A costume.
Oh, cactus. It's a sweatshirt.
What?
It's a sweatshirt, and then they would put pipe cleaners in it, and then it would be a green sweatshirt, and you're a cactus. Oh, man.
Awesome.
We went all the way around that. Oh, pipe cleaners.
What do you think of the sexy costumes? And what would you be? If you had a banging ass body, would you wear a sexy costume? I would still be a dude, probably.
I'd still be a dude. I mean, yeah, if I was like 12-pack completely ripped, I'd be like dressed up as battle damaged Goku, or I'd be going in as Captain America. Just
but maybe
show
my abs.
I'd be showing my abs. I'm like, oh yeah, check it. And then I cover them as I eat my candy.
I don't think we'll have abs after eating apple butter.
No. Well, you know, that's the thing. It's just not worth it. Like, the abs are not worth it. I'd rather eat apple butter.
Yeah, this is true.
It's fine with
apple
me.
butter with Ritz crackers, which I might actually go back down and get that one.
Oh my god, the other fucking sleeve. We already killed the sleeve of it.
Okay, so we went through costumes. Was there a favorite costume that you ever wore?
Vampire. It was the one year I started handing out candy, and it was the whole trend with Buffy, because I was into it at that time. I had bought whiteout contacts from Rey Mysterio, and then they had those fangs at Hot Topic. And so I
loved those fangs.
And it wasn't like the whole set of teeth, it was just the little fangs.
Two. Yep.
I loved those.
Yep.
So put those in, and I bought a duster. I bought a long leather duster, so I was dressed up as Spike.
Yep.
But with, my hair. So I was a vampire, and I was like handing out candy and like hissing to kids, like, I wish I could do that now, but I just don't think I'm on a good street. Like, I don't think I'm gonna have any trick-or-treaters. We have like 2 people who actually have stuff lit up, and one house goes over the top, and then we're just like the 7 houses that have nothing, which makes me kind of sad.
You didn't do any decorations?
No, because I don't have any decorations.
We need to go, so I think what we're going to do
the day after
is the day after, and we're just going to get a bunch of shit for the next year.
Yeah.
We'll just go to the Party City and the Halloween stores that are like closing.
And it doesn't even
Spirit
have to
Halloween.
be, and I don't think it even needs to be like too much stuff outside. Like, I think just being able to have like autumn and stuff and start, decorating that inside, so it's for me, because I'm selfish.
Yeah.
Like, I think that'd be kind of more fun to actually do. So I have like a couple things from Hanukkah, like getting ready for this year, but like I don't have anything for fall this year. So that's why I was like, oh my god, pumpkin, when I stopped by. I was like, that's so cute. I hope I can actually do it.
I want like the spider webs. Like, I want to put the spider webs on the brick outside.
Well, yeah. Well, let's just like go November 1st, and then we'll decorate our houses. We'll be the assholes that have our Halloween stuff up till like Christmas. And like, oh, why is this up?
Halloween. This is Halloween.
Yeah, I'm like, that movie spans...
Making Christmas,
fa la la. That movie spans both Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah, so I can do both.
I do love that movie. I do love that a lot. But not so much that it's...
I'm not that crazy person that has them tattooed everywhere.
Yeah, my cousin had her whole room that style.
Yeah.
And like I had a wedding, and that was their cake topper. So it's like... And in their vows, he's like, you're my Sally to my Jack. And I was like, oh, that's cute. But like, I'm like, I like the movie. That's about it. Yeah. I like Danny Elfman. So I'm all about that. Mm-hmm. Support the gingers. Plus, listening to him back in Oingo Boingo, he's like kind of a weirdo, and I love it. Have you ever listened to his Oingo Boingo? So there's like they did a clip of it in American Dad when his boss comes in.
I love American Dad.
So when his boss comes in and he's singing, he's like, I like little girls, they make me feel so good. That's an Oingo Boingo song. And it's fab. I'll have to have you listen to it.
We're going to listen to it after this.
Yep.
Well, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
we
now
covered
I'm like
mostly everything.
excited.
Now I want to go and decorate my house.
Yeah.
And eat a bunch of Halloween stuff. And I cannot wait for Christmas and all of the fun foods and goodies. I'm not going to lose any weight.
Just make that commitment now. I'm just like, I'm not going to do it.
I'm going to gain 10 pounds.
I'm going to maintain.
I'm going to maintain. That's it. I'm going to maintain my weight and be happy with the holidays.
As much as I miss having those people that I used to live next to who gave away king-size candy bars and full cans of soda, I am grateful it's not happening now because I would still... Yeah, it would not be good.
Yeah,
I'm like, Snickers? Why was Snickers my favorite? Because it was the biggest candy bar.
Yeah.
Bang for your buck. I don't mess around. You gotta have the haul. The whole haul. Oh my god.
So, definitely be safe. If you're taking out little ones, make sure to do it during the dark time. Because...
That's completely the opposite of what I thought you were going to say.
Because that's Halloween. Got it? Not 10 o'clock in the morning. We don't want that shit.
Or take them in 10 o'clock and then just go back out again for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I want to give candy out and come to my neighborhood, but I'm not going to tell you where it is. But come to it anyway, because I want to give out candy. Which I probably won't, because I'll be at home playing games with my lights off. Wow.
You know what's so funny, though?
That's what I'm going to do.
I was seriously thinking that I would be the asshole that would literally decorate my house and then just turn the light off. Cool. Yeah. My house is decorated. I'm not there.
In my defense, there was a year, we didn't decorate, but there was a year the light was on, candy was there, and not one person came. So now I usually just have my lights off and I'll just play video games all night.
That's so boring.
Hey.
You should come over and play video games with me.
We should Twitch stream.
Oh my god, that's such a good idea.
Okay,
let's play Alice.
Hold on.
Alice Madness Returns.
Hold on. Before
I was just about to turn this off.
Before we turn this off, the one thing we didn't cover is video games for Halloween and scary games. We had talked about it over the phone the other day, and I'm surprised it hasn't come up yet.
Yep. So my favorite scary movie... Fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So my favorite scary video game is Alice Madness Returns. Like, love
American
that one.
McGee's. That is a good one.
Because the second one, they have this area where there's literally baby dolls.
Oh,
and they like walk at you and they're like, ah! I'm like, no!
The pepper gun?
Pepper gun. Yeah, pepper gun.
I quite enjoyed the second one more so than the first one.
Yes.
There was a couple ones that if you can find them, I would definitely check out. There was the old school Shadow Man. Do you remember that one on PlayStation 1? He had a skull on his chest. And he's kind of like voodoo kind of stuff. There was Shadow Man.
Slender Man.
Slender Man, yep.
That one's terrifying.
The one I wish came out and it didn't was PT. That demo, oh my god. That demo was amazing and I'm so sad that it took itself off my PlayStation because I ended up not making the game. Did you ever get to play it?
No, what is it?
Oh, so I think it's the guy who does Silent Hill.
Ugh.
Which...
Those are also terrifying.
Man, that is rough.
Even
that started my fear of things irrationally shaking.
Yeah.
From Silent Hill 2, and I love me a good fog. When it's foggy out, and I love how everyone's like, "Oh, it's Silent Hill weather." Like, I love it. Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill weather.
Silent Hill 2. They have these monsters that are like kind of all flesh, and they run at you and they shake.
Oh, I think I remember.
Well, there was a very beginning, and you have your radio, and when you get closer, it'd start getting staticky, so you knew shit was going down. Well, what ended up scaring me, and still scares me to this day, is there was one of those under a car. So I don't walk near cars, because it's like grab your ankles kind of thing.
Ugh.
But Silent Hill 2 was really hard to get through. I actually played through Silent Hill 3, so if you were ever going to play through it, I'd recommend that. It's scary. But you can kind of, like, I like to get logical when I get scared, so you can kind of piece it together. And it had, like, a carnival theme, and you can tell when you're kind of, like, going into hell and coming out of it. So Silent Hill 3, definitely. But old school ones there's some PC games that were, like, a Blair Witch series that was really good. Phantasmagoria, The Beast Within. Like, it's old school, like, when the people are real and the shit in the background's, like, fake. It's amazing. I have to play it. I'll have to Twitch stream it, and you'll be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, it's amazing.
That's awesome.
And then there was you were talking about Fear.
Yep. And
Clock Tower, Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame.
No, I couldn't play through that at all.
I ended it after a hallway.
Oh,
I was like,
the whole point. Yeah,
I have no weapon.
Explain the whole point of the game.
The point of the game is you take pictures of ghosts.
You have to take pictures of ghosts. You have to find them out. That's the worst idea ever. I don't want to see that.
You take a picture and it'll pop up and you're like, cool, there's a ghost next to me.
The Resident Evil series were fantastic. Nemesis is my
Left 4 Dead.
Ooh, well, we had fun with that. That wasn't scary.
We had fun. And Dead Island.
Oh,
Grape drink.
We need to play that again. I don't know if I still have the first one, but I have Riptide still, and that I loved.
Grape drink.
I was always...
Hey, pretty mama, come on over here.
You were always Sam B, and I was the football player. I don't remember, but he threw daggers, and his rage was like...
Yeah.
What did Sam... I think Sam just like...
Punched people.
Knocked people out. Yeah.
I wore the most ridiculous outfits, too.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. Like, I like scary games more than I like scary movies.
Yeah.
And to the point, like, there's some games that get too scary and you don't want to play.
Yes.
But I do like the ones where you can actually get through. If you've never played Dead Space,
I did like Dead Space.
Oh, that was rough for me.
I still think you should play BioShock. BioShock was so good.
I started.
But it takes me... I go like this. This is how I play BioShock.
That's her character, not her.
Yeah, it's not me. I was literally like, that's how my character walks. I'm like, okay, I hear something. And then they come out after you and you're like...
Splicers.
I got so scared. My shoe came off.
I liked BioShock Infinite. I played through that. I got through a good portion of
BioShock Infinite was great.
Is it just BioShock or Rapture? Just
BioShock
1 and 2. Rapture's underground or under the water,
well,
which is already weird.
Rapture is where you're located, and so it's called BioShock 1 and 2. And then they had Infinite, and then there was...
Is it the same character in 2? See, because that's the thing.
Wait. No, because then I think...
Why would you go back?
You can't go back. You have to finish the story.
But I know what the story is, but I'm saying, like, at the end of BioShock 1, when you find out everything, like, is that the same character?
I think you play the little girl in the second one.
Oh. With the Big Daddy girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got through quite a bit of it, but that one's scary for me. But another one that I wouldn't consider... I'm kind of lumping it in, because it's kind of deals with demons, but Onimusha.
I've not heard of that. Is that the one with the wolf on the cover?
No, you're thinking of Okami, the painting one?
Yeah.
That's amazing. No, Onimusha, fucking gold, man. So my friend bought it for me. He put it in a NASCAR box. And I was like, I get shit games. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't even play racing. And I opened it up and there's this slew of games I've never played or heard of. And one of them was Onimusha. And I think there's like 1 and 2, might be a third one. And I'm like, this is kind of cool. It's got like a samurai, I think, on the front. I need to rebuy this game. So I'm going to have to fucking shop for it. I plug it in. I start playing the game. It's a samurai kind of base. They're fighting each other. The very first fucking scene of it is like an eyeball. And it's like slowly zooming out. And you're seeing it's like a skull. And there's like maggots in it. And all this shit. And then you find out that it's like samurais, but like demons are fighting people. So you play this guy. Is his name Onimusha? It kind of plays, it's a Capcom, so it kind of plays like Resident Evil. But you're a samurai and you suck souls into this like gauntlet and you end up going down through hell and like fighting these demons. It was badass. Like it was one of those games I've never heard of before, but it was a hell of a lot of fun.
I feel like I've heard of it, and then it almost reminds me of Shadow of the Damned. Have you ever played that?
Remind me of that one.
It's with this guy named Alex Garcia. And it says, so he goes in this...
Prisoner?
He's a demon hunter. So he kills all these demons, and then the demon is sitting there laughing at him. He's like, have fun with your girlfriend later, or whatever, and he kills the demon, and he comes back to his house.
Isn't there like a skull or something floating?
Yes.
Oh my god, you played that!
The boner!
You played that with me. I remember you showing me, and the guy,
He's called the boner, and then he's your gun.
Yes!
And then you go down to save your girlfriend in hell. And so kind of like that whole thing that you were talking about with the running and you have to be in the light.
Yeah.
Same thing, he has to be in the light or the darkness will start like eating away at him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then to get energy, he has to drink tequila.
That's right. I remember you playing that.
It was so good.
It reminds me of an old game, which if anyone can find, buy it, called Nocturne. And you play this guy called the Stranger, and he shows up in Blair Witch, but he's called the Stranger. He's got a trench coat, glasses, hat, and he fights and he hunts like mythical animals, like werewolves and stuff like that. So I think you kind of go working with the Stranger. My friend used to play it. I was always like I'll guide her through it.
Yeah.
But Nocturne was really cool. And then I can't remember for the life of me this one. You might remember it. Xbox just came out. You're playing this game. I don't know if it was a demo. You can kind of pick different people, like a team of 4, and they all have different abilities. I don't know what's happening, but at the end of the demo, you see this kid and it's talking about, oh, my friend's here, and you can't see it. And you end up fighting this giant teddy bear, this demonic giant teddy bear.
This sounds amazing.
It was really fun, and I don't know if it was a demo that never got made, but I remember playing it. It was like on the original Xbox. And I, for the life of me, cannot remember what it's called.
Do you remember, what's that? Dante's Inferno?
Dante's Inferno.
When the chick had, like, the babies popping out of her boobs?
Dante's Inferno is pretty legit. My friend who...
and God of War. Now we're just going to, like,
gory
video games. Let's just go and talk video games.
My friend who, he designed stuff for Last of Us. He has a little thing on YouTube. He, just for funsies, he sculpts and stuff, but he made a 3D movie, and he was working on doing one of Dante's Inferno because he loves the game so much. I think he's working for the people that do the new Star Wars thing, the new Star Wars game. But when he was working on Last of Us, he was, speaking of that's amazing too, if you want something scary. But he was working on a whole Dante Inferno, like, movie for funsies. Not funny. Money for funny. Oh, man. Yeah, there's so many
We're going to just have to talk about video games on the next one.
I know. It's been a while, right?
Yeah.
I haven't played anything besides a lot of Final Fantasy. So now I'm, like, talking about the scary stuff with you. I was like, oh, shit, that was a really good story. Like, Fear was a really good storyline. I'm like, I should probably go back through and try to get them or find these old... because I don't have the systems anymore. So
you need to play BioShock.
I'll have to buy the remaster because it's all of them. Because I think that I have the one and PS4.
Yep.
So I'll have to do it.
Yay! So much fall stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I guess
take your kids
out at night.
Dress
them up in really ghoulish things, like on Mean Girls when she's not sexy and she's the only one wearing the nasty zombie bride costume.
Yeah,
because that's how
dress up for
Halloween. Or that awesome parent that dresses up their kid as like they have little babies and they dress them up as like old people or like famous people. Makes me laugh. But have fun, enjoy yourselves, eat crap ton of candy.
Yeah. But pace it so you can really stretch it out to cover what? Because you got to cover it until Thanksgiving.
Till Christmas.
Till Christmas cookies are made.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to like fucking really stretch it out to like mid-Christmas.
Mid-Christmas.
Mid-December. Mid-December. Oh my God.
But we will be back for the next episode, getting into November and starting Thanksgiving. We'll probably talk about a bunch of video games.
Yeah, I feel like that's what's going to happen.
Perfect! And you have to play Life is Strange. Because you definitely, now I want to go and get a hat like that so I can, maybe I should be that for Halloween.
Totes.
That's a great idea.
You need a camera, right? Done.
I already have one.
See, there you go.
Well, she has a camera. Well, we'll figure it out.
Whatever, it's fine.
We'll show pictures. But as always, remember to geek responsibly.